Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're reviewing the all-new 2025 Acura Integra Type S.
And a big thanks to Lauren at Moss Acura in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to her inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Lauren.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Integra replaced the ILX as Acura's premium compact car back in 2022. Last year for 2024, Acura released this more performance-oriented Type S model, adding adaptive dampers, stiffer chassis and suspension components, anti-roll bars, 265 wide Pilot Sport 4S summer performance tires with 4-piston front Brembo brakes, all share with the Civic Type R with a slightly more powerful 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder we have here, cranking out 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque, sending the power to the front wheels through a limited slip differential and 6-speed manual transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds. With a $52,000 base price, $7,000 over the Civic Type R, what else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So since both cars are just about identical mechanically, the real differences are going to be the interior and exterior designs, the Type S being a lot more loaded in the interior and a lot more elegantly designed, in my opinion. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. We got a pretty aggressive front lip, black contrast for the grille, full front parking sensing, no forward-facing camera, Type S badging in the corner, LED headlamps labeled Integra underneath the driver's side headlamp, with a functional heat extractor part of the hood, unlike every other Integra. You get your intercooler underneath your front grille with some additional airflow in each corner. The wheel and tire setup, before we even start on the wheel and tire setup, we get these very aggressive fender flares for the front and rear. The wheels are 19-inch gunmetal gray wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S summer performance tires. Dimensions are 265/30 ZR19. We'll see how the 265 wide tires put the power down. With a limited slip differential based off the Type R, we already know it's going to put the power down just about perfectly for a front-wheel drive sports sedan. And with the 30 sidewall tires, we'll see if it compromises the ride quality compared to the other trim levels. Additional Type S badge in the upper part of the fender area, LED turn signal on the black contrasted mirror, aggressive rocker panel side skirt area. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger. I'll take a step back. Hopefully you guys can pick up the side profile. And this is technically a hatchback, not a traditional sports sedan, but as a result, it is significantly more practical compared to the outgoing ILX. From years 2018 to 2020, I actually had a 2018 Acura ILX, and I love that car with the peppy 2.4-liter 4-cylinder and the 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. That thing was surprisingly quick, 0 to 60 in around 6 seconds. This being a full second quicker, I cannot wait to get it out on the road. Aggressive diffuser, we get rear parking sensing, LED tail lights, Type S in the upper right part of the trunk area, with a black deck lid spoiler, blacked out Acura logo. Shout out Moss Acura in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible, with Integra etched right below the rear tail light on the passenger side. We mentioned that aggressive diffuser. We get the 3-outletted exhaust system, and it sounds really good. And speaking of the exhaust, let's fire up this 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine sold by Acura for the 2025 Integra Type S. And it sounds good. Unfortunately, with a 3,500 RPM rev limiter, I guess we'll open her up a little bit more when we take it out for a drive. But cranking out 320 horsepower, 310 pound-feet of torque, sending the power to the front wheels through a limited slip differential and a 6-speed manual transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 if you're quick with shifting the gears in around 5 seconds. But what you see is basically what we get. No hydraulic strut, so I'm burning my hand holding up this black hood right now. But we'll take a step back and walk around this 2025 Acura Integra Type S. Let's take a step inside and see what we get with the top of the line 2025 Acura Integra. For the mentioned blind spot monitoring on the mirrors. Up top we get soft touch, aluminum grab handle, ELS 3D studio audio system with 16 speakers and a subwoofer in this compact sports sedan or sport hatchback, whatever you like to call it, hot hatch. It sounds unbelievable. We get 2-window auto-on touch with very premium feeling window controls, cushy soft leather armrest, just hard plastic down below, and an additional speaker for the door pocket. You'll fit a foot long in the storage area with a 24-ounce water bottle in front of it, aluminum Type S nameplate as we step inside. We get the suede Alcantara and leather contrasted bucket seats. They're very aggressive, but also very luxurious and comfortable. Unlike the Civic Type R, these are also heated. The Type R seats are not heated. Fully electrically adjustable, you get 4-way lumbar control. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the front seats. Type S all-weather floor mat. But taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, foot on the clutch, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So not a whole lot changes here compared to a top-of-the-line Integra Ace spec with a technology package, where you can still get the 6-speed manual transmission, heads-up display, more aggressive steering wheel with the perforation for the 9 and 3, but this steering wheel says Type S with the aluminum frame. Rubberized horn area, the horn loud and aggressive. People should be definitely getting out of your way. We'll do a window check. We don't get dual pane windows. That would have been a nice touch for the Integra Type S. We don't get a power tilt and telescoping steering column either. The tilt and telescoping function right over here. Volume and skip, voice commands, radar cruise control, or adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist. To the left, we have our traction control that we can disable, some gunmetal gray surrounding our air vents, soft touch for the dashboard. I mentioned the heads-up display. Hopefully you can pick it up on camera. We get Acura's 9-inch touchscreen with the plastic cover over it, so the response is not going to be perfect. But even with the plastic cover over it, very solid response. No navigation is standard. For this price point, I would expect standard navigation. But we still get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can mirror your phone's navigation to the screen. We get air vents, dual zone automatic front climate control, heated front seats, USB-A and C port, 12-volt, wireless phone charging pad, individual mode or dynamic mode. Our modes include Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. We'll start the review off in Sport Plus, try out Comfort mode, and just see what the differences are. We get the graphite shifter, 6-speed manual, backup camera, foot in the clutch, all the way to the right, pull back, and our backup camera is decent. Guidance lines and trajectory are different views, include a wider view and an over-the-top view, and throwing right back into neutral, we return right back to the previous screen. 2 cup holders, you'll fit 24-ounce bottles, maybe 32-ounce bottles. Soft touch where the passenger's knee will often hit. Soft leather center console armrest with red contrast stitching. The space is decent. You'll fit 2 1-liter bottles of soda in there. The leather stitching continues for the passenger dashboard area. Damped glove box, decently spacious. You'll fit 20 license plates in there. We'll take a quick look at this window sticker for this 2025 Integra Type S in the majestic black pearl metallic paint color. Ebony interior, $52,600 base price, $600 for the black pearl paint color, $1,200 for the destination, $54,395 for the total price. You can pause, take a look at all the standard features. This thing is loaded. I just wish it had ventilated seats. Outside of that, this has every single option and feature I could possibly want or need. We also get a frameless auto-dimming rear view mirror. Interior lights are LED, sunglass holder. No moonroof, but above each front seat we have an additional speaker, making the 16-speaker ELS studio audio system really one of the best in the business, especially at this price point. That's about it though, guys, for the front seat. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So out back, up top, just hard plastic. At this price point, I kind of wish they added some type of injection molding plastic, but we get a gushy soft armrest and pretty soft touch materials in the center. We get a power window, but it's not auto one touch out back. 2 speakers on the rear door panel. You'll fit a 32-ounce water bottle, maybe a 6-inch sub. The rear seats, the padding does not go out to the door frame, but a decent bolster for the back seat, and the bottom portion is nice, soft, and comfortable. Legroom, I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have about 3-4 inches of knee room, headroom, about an inch. If you're under 6'3", 6'4", you should be able to fit fine in the back of your seat settings of a 2025 Integra. But unfortunately, at $52,000 for the base price, we do not get rear air vents. There is something going on under the front seats, but at this price point, we should have something blowing directly at us. We don't get a mat pocket behind the driver's seat, we get one behind the passenger. Cup holders built into the middle seat area. Not quite sure if these are removable, so I guess this would be more considered a 4-seater, not a traditional 5-seater. But if it was a 4-seater, I'm sure there'd be some type of center cubby armrest, so not quite sure why they chose this design. The grab handle for the passenger side does not get a hook, but we do get a hook on the driver's side. The interior lights are LED. That's about it for the second row. Let's hop out into the cargo space, see how much space is offered back there, and then take this 2025 Integra Type S out for a drive. We also don't get electrically opening liftgate, but do get the hydraulic struts, which do make things a little bit easier. The cargo space is a huge improvement compared to the outgoing ILX. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much cargo space is back here with the second row up and with the second row down. We get our subwoofer for the booming ELS 3D studio audio system with 2 additional tweeters above both of the back passengers' heads. Cargo net so your groceries are not flying around. Type S etched into the all-weather rear mat with our fix-a-flat kit underneath. What you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hatch right down, walk around this 2025 Acura Integra Type S one more time. This car does everything pretty well. It looks good, it has a ton of space for a compact, and it is very well loaded. It does cost about $7,000 more than a Type R, but you get $7,000 more, not just in the interior, but also for the exterior when it comes to styling. It also makes a little bit more power. And speaking of power, let's take this 2025 Acura Integra Type S out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Acura Integra Type S. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impression, though, the clutch is predictable. The shifter feels nice and notchy. The brakes have a good feel to them, too. The throttle is decently responsive. First gear on the gas. Ooh. Puts the power down well. Second gear pulls hard. Second gear, wow, handling is really good. You look down and you are moving. Now 6th gear at highway speeds. Still pulls surprisingly hard with this 2-liter turbocharged engine. You hear a decent amount of road noise, but nothing crazy considering the tire setup that we have here. Yeah, in 6th gear, it still builds that boost, and you have plenty of power. We can try a little highway passing power. 3rd gear on the gas. This thing has a lot. Whew. And every time you let off that accelerator, you hear those crackles and pops. This thing is sweet. Brakes feel really good. Taking a step out here, 1st gear. The crackles and pops. One more time, taking a step out here, still in Sport Plus mode. Yeah, in Sport Plus mode, this thing has a very aggressive acceleration experience. We can throw it out of Sport Plus mode, try it out in Comfort. Everything gets a little bit quieter, a little bit less aggressive, but it still feels every bit as powerful, just with a little bit less aggressive tuning. Starting off in 2nd gear, smooth. A little bit more turbo lag in Comfort mode compared to the Sport mode, to be expected with the lighter throttle. But when you're in an optimal gear, it still feels more than torquey enough. Here the crackles and pops slightly even in Comfort. We'll throw it in faster than we should in Comfort. Oh, handling is so good. Oh, where are we going, buddy? Oh, yeah. Throw it into Sport. We'll finish it off in Sport Plus. Whew, what a performance car. Throwing it in faster than we should. Yeah, guys, no need to beat it up any further. Throwing it into 6th gear. It's a rocket ship. It might be an underrated power plant. I could see 0 to 60 happening in 5 seconds with ease. You're quick with those shifts. I wouldn't be surprised seeing you touch the 4s. The Civic Type R I've seen around 4.9 when it comes to professional drivers. You give a really good professional the keys to this thing, I can see the exact same time. Just probably not going to get that time with me behind the wheel, especially when it's not my car. I don't want to beat it up any more than I already have. But hopefully you guys get a good idea of the performance and premiumness of this sports sedan, hot hatch, whatever you like to call it, and whatever you would like to call it, it's great at whatever it is. It is over $50,000. That's the only downside of what I'm seeing here, but performance-wise, hear those crackles and pops. Whew, and the brakes, they slow you down really, really well. If you're looking for a luxury performance car around the $50,000 to $55,000 price point, you want 0 to 60 in 5 seconds or quicker, but you want everything to feel top-notch premium. Mechanically, interior-wise, and styling-wise, this car is fantastic. It feels better than the numbers suggest. The shifter feels so intuitive. The clutch is so responsive to your foot, and the throttle, despite being an electric throttle unit, it responds just about perfectly. Unlike so many other turbocharged platforms, every slight throttle input change results in a different amount of power applied through this 2-liter turbocharged engine. They built this thing a lot better than I expected when I first got into the wheel of this car. We've driven plenty Integras on this channel, A-Specs, with manual transmissions, CVTs, doesn't matter. The manual and the A-Spec tech is very good. It's not as intuitive as what you have here in the Type S. This is a serious performance car. You are paying for it, 50 to 55,000 bucks. That's what this thing costs, but that's honestly what this thing is worth. If you're looking for a top-level luxury performance car with a manual transmission, try out the crackles and pops one more time. Oh, sounds good. But yeah, if you're looking for a top-level luxury performance car between the $50,000 to $55,000 price point, I would 100% recommend checking out the 2025 Acura Integra Type S. And a big thanks to Lauren and the rest of the management and staff here at Moss Acura in Tampa, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new premium car or SUV in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Lauren. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. Had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too, it really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment, let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment, let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.